So let's go for the implementation of function, guys. Okay, without wasting of your time. Your time is very important. I know that. Okay. So function implementation, we have to do it here. Fine. Let's go for the user-defined function. Predefined function, we have seen a lot of time, and we have used a lot of predefined function. Okay. That's everybody knows. So let's go for user-defined function directly. Okay. So suppose if I want to create a one function, like I have to provide the message. Okay. So message, this is my parameter, and in parameter also this is optional, means if you have some argument you can pass. We will see in the next video, that is types of argument. So def message, and inside of this I just want to give the message like visit on helpforcode.com. Okay, this is what message I want to give here. Fine, and it is done. Fine, this is called as your called function, guys. This is called as your called function. I'll say that. Okay, just check. I'll just write down here, this is called function. As like if you have to, if you have some, if you want to talk to someone, and you want to make the call, first of all you will search the name of that person in your contact book, and then in the contact book, when you search, when you found that person contact number, you will click on it and you will make the call. So when you're calling a someone person, that person is called as a called person, and you will be known as a calling person. Okay, understand? So let's go for it and just use the message. Fine, this is your calling function. Okay, means just you can imagine that you're calling a someone. So you are a calling function, and that person you're calling, that person is will be known as a called person. Okay, so very simple. Your execution, how this execution will start? Your execution will start from this calling function. Okay, first of all your interpreter will visit here, or it will check. Okay, this is the message calling function. Now it will search. Okay, this is the message function is given here. So after getting this calling function, it will match this called function, means the call is found. Okay, it will call here and it will come inside, and whatever the statement you have write down, that will print, that will display on your terminal. And after that it will return back to the same calling function. It will return back to here. Okay, I'll show you a step-by-step code. I'll show you that is step-by-step code. Okay, so don't worry about it. Visit on helpforcode.com. Okay, you're getting this output. Fine, that's really cool. You're getting this output, right? Similarly, if I want to call the same function again, I can write the same calling function here. Okay, now what will happen here? First time this message your interpreter will get, it will print, it will visit on this call function, print this output, return back to here, and it will come to the second line. Again it will check the message function, calling function, it will call here. Okay, it will visit, it will print this message again. Okay, again it will return back to the same calling function, means two times this function will be called, will we execute. You can see the two times output you are getting, visit on the helpforcode.com, visit on the helpforcode.com. Okay, you are getting this output. That is a very important thing. That is very important thing. Okay, similarly, now this is a very simple example that I shows you that how this functionality happens. Okay, similarly, if you're looking to return the value, if you're looking to return the value, okay, let's perform the addition operation. Okay, so I'm writing here the addition. Inside the addition operation, what I'll do exactly, I'll take a variable, or directly I'm going to write here, not like that way. What I'll do exactly, a equal to 3, b equal to 3. Okay, and I just want to print the output right now here itself inside the block. So what I can write down here, like a plus b. Okay, or I can give the message add equal to this one. Fine, right. Okay, pop-up window, you know, add equal to comma a plus b. Okay, we are just writing, and this is your one indentation. You can see we are managing the indentation successfully, because we have to write a very structurized code. Then this is the calling function. Okay, And this is, you can say, the called function. This is the function definition also, you can say. Function definition, why? Because you have defined the things inside this block, okay? And this is a separate block. Doesn't matter whatever happening outside. In the separate block is given you, okay? If suppose if you're getting any addition related error, now you are very aware from that you have to check on this particular block, not any other block, because this particular block is responsible to perform the arithmetic addition operation, okay? So let's run and check the output. So we are getting a plus b, and that is a 6. Fine, that is correct. Not an issue. Now in the same moment, what I want to do exactly, I want to return the value. So return keyword I'm going to use here, return a plus b, okay, and where it is going to return the value, because we are performing the call operation from here to this called function, and this is the entire body, this is the entire part block of your addition function. This is what a function definition. So after executing or after calculating the addition, it will return the value to the same block from where the call is coming, okay, means here. Now there are two ways to print this. First, you can write down this addition function inside a print function. So at the time of calling, successfully your interpreter will match this function which call this definition. It will execute and it will return the value. When it return the value, at the same moment after receiving the value, it will print here. Okay. So internally the call management is very well your interpreter knows. Okay. So you are getting a 6. That is a very, very important. Similarly, if you are looking to perform in different way, you are looking to store the value, whatever the value is coming, you're looking to store that result in the result variable. Means after the addition operation, when it return the value, it will come here and this function will return the value. So that value you're storing in the result variable. And in the next line, you want to print that value. Okay, like in this way. Or add equal to result you're writing. This is the way also you can use it. So let's run and check the output you're getting. Add equal to 6. Okay, this is the also valid way. So there are different and number of ways, guys, that you can use it, you can perform it, and you can print the values. Okay, this is a very simple operation, and I hope that you have understood this function concept very well, that how to use it. Okay, this is a very simple thing. In the next lecture we will see the types of argument. So thank you very much.